Hey crafty friends, welcome to Scrapary. Today I'm cutting my Capturing Fall scrapbook page with my Cricut Maker. If you want to see how I designed this page, check out part 1 of Capturing Fall. Let's get creative. Before I started the cutting process, I had to hide a few layers. I hid the back layer due to the layer being too large, and I hid the gray rectangles so that I'm able to replace them with photos when I put the page together. I also hid the print cut layer since I already have the pre-cut paper I needed for it. For this page, I tried to use fall colors like browns, reds, oranges, yellows, and greens. This scrapbook page was inspired by the mountains of Utah, where I came across stunning aspen trees full of fall colors and just had to capture the view and scrapbook it. To bring this page to life, I'm using my Cricut Maker along with the tools that came with it to cut out each piece. Here I'm using the edge of my desk to carefully lift the cutout of the leaf. To make sure your paper sticks tight against the mat, you can use a squeegee. Cricut has one that I like, but any squeegee will do. For the brown layer, I forgot to adjust the blade pressure, so the finer details didn't cut correctly. I later had to increase the pressure and recut those pieces. One thing I like to do is save my scrap pieces of paper. Even the smallest scraps can be used for little embellishments or even journaling boxes. It helps reduce waste, and it's such a satisfying feeling to make sure I've used every little bit. When choosing colors for my project, I try to choose from my scraps first. Unfortunately, I was limited on scrap colors and I had to choose a lot of full sheets. Most of the cardstock I use is from Joann, Hobby Lobby, and Michaels. I also love to thrift scrapbooking supplies whenever I can. When cutting, I like to make sure everything is prepped and ready beforehand. I'll also organize my scraps by color or size to make it easier when I'm picking out pieces. It helps me keep track of what I have left and makes it a lot quicker when I'm in the middle of cutting. I've also found that it's a great idea to take a step back and really think about the vibe I want to create for each page. For this particular layout, I'm aiming for something cozy and warm, something that really embodies fall. I find that when I take a moment to reflect on the memories I'm capturing, it helps guide my design choices. I remember when I used to cut everything by hand, and let me tell you, it was so time-consuming. Now I get the precision I need in a fraction of the time. I love working with my Cricut machine because it saves me so much time. Plus, the Cricut Maker allows me to try out so many different materials, cardstock, iron-on, and even some fabrics. It's like having an entire crafting studio at your fingertips. A good tip is to make sure you rotate your mat ever so often. If you're using the same spot over and over, your mat wears down faster. By shifting your cuts around, you extend the life of your mat and get more use out of it before needing a new one. Speaking of mats, I try to clean mine on a regular basis. Just using a lint roller or some gentle soap and water can help remove leftover paper bits and keep it sticky for longer. A well-maintained mat means cleaner cuts and fewer problems with lifting edges. I also find that having a dedicated craft space really helps me stay organized and focused. I keep everything I need within an arm's reach: my Cricut tools, my extra adhesives, paper stacks, and anything else I might need. It really helps speed up the process when I'm in a creative flow. Good to go. My scrapbook page is all set for inking and assembly. And if you love scrapbooking, stamping, and everything crafty, be sure to follow Scrapary for more creative inspiration.